Hi, this is Vanessa with Designs by Vanessa. Today's tutorial is crochet coasters. So for your supplies, you will need worsted weight yarn. I use cotton 4mm crochet hook, yarn needle, and some scissors. So let's start round one. There is two ways to do round one. The first option, option A, is to start with a slip knot. And this is if you don't like to do the magic ring or you don't know how, but I'll show you that in option B. So start with a chain 4, that's 3 and 4, and then you slip stitch into the first chain to form a circle. So right there, insert your hook and pull up a loop and then pull through the loop on your hook. So that creates a little circle. Now you chain 2 to start round 1, and chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and then you will do 12 double crochets into the center of that circle. So you can just crochet straight over the tail and just continue to do the 12 double crochets into that ring or the circle. Here's the tail. I'm just crocheting right over it. So this is a sample of the magic ring method, and it's much tighter than the first method. So let's get started on the magic ring method. So your option B. So with your left hand holding the tail, wrap yarn around your fingers, grab your hook, go under the first strand and grab the working strand, and then you chain 2. So now you have formed a ring, and this chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So I'll work 12 double crochets into that ring. So 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just holding on to the base of my work with my left hand to make it more sturdy or steady, so it doesn't flop around, because it can do that if you're working with the magic ring and you're not used to it. It took me a while to get used to this method, but it's my favorite way to start the round, and I never go back to the other way. So I'm just crocheting right over the tail like I did with the other method, and then you just continue crocheting all the way around. You can pull on the tail if you like to make the ring tighter, if that helps. So continue that all the way around. So this first one is the chain 2 and does not count as a stitch. So I think I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 double crochets. Go ahead and pull your tail to tighten the ring, and then slip stitch to the first double crochet. So that's the end of round 1. Round 2, chain 2, that does not count as a stitch, so you want to do an increase in every stitch around. So we're going to go straight into that first stitch with 2 double crochets. That's 1, and another one in the same stitch, and that's 2. So repeat that all the way around. Here's the next stitch. So there's 1 double crochet and another double crochet in the same stitch. So repeat that around with 2 double crochets in every stitch all the way around. So here I am at the end of round 2. I'm going to slip stitch to the first double crochet. And that completes your round 2. So for round 3, you will chain 2, and it doesn't count as a stitch. 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and then an increase in the next. So 2 double crochets into the same stitch. There's 1 and there's 2. So 1 in the next, and then you will do 2 double crochets in the next. So that's the repeat all the way around. 1 double crochet in one stitch, and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and repeat that all the way around. So I'm finishing up my round 3. There's my last stitch, and I'll slip stitch to the first double crochet. So that is the end of round 3. Round 4, you will chain 3, and this actually counts as a double crochet now. So you're no longer going to the same stitch, you're going to go into the very next one and do a double crochet, and then you chain 1. So the repeat is 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then chain 1. So there's the second one, and then chain 1. Here's the next 2 stitches, so 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. There's the second one, and then chain 1. So repeat that all the way around. So I'm at the end of round 4. This is my last double crochet, and then don't forget to chain 1 before you slip stitch into the third chain from the beginning, chain 3. So that is the end of round 4. So round 5, chain 1, and now we'll work into the chain 1 spaces. So right there and right there. Here's the first one, second one, third one. So we'll work into the chain 1 spaces only. So 7 double crochets into the first chain 1 space. So this last round creates the shell stitches around the border of the coaster. So the repeat is to put 7 double crochets into a chain 1 space, and then the next chain 1 space you do 1 single crochet, and then you repeat that all the way around. So here I think I have 7. Okay, so in the next chain 1 space do 1 single crochet, and then into the next chain 1 space you do another 7 double crochets. So go ahead and repeat that all the way around, doing 1 single crochet and then 7 double crochets, all into just the chain 1 spaces. You should end with 7 double crochets into the last chain 1 space. So I'm at the end of round 5. I'm doing my last set of 7 double crochets into the last chain 1 space. So right there is your chain 1 at the beginning. That's where you want to slip stitch to join, and that completes the coaster. So fasten off, and then just go ahead and weave in all your ends. So for this one I used a 4mm hook, and it's slightly smaller than this other one, which I used a 5mm hook. So you can adjust your size by using different size hooks. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.